Hey Lovebug, if you happen to be new here, my name is Mercy Yvonne and my channel is all about being the intersection between faith, fashion, and fragrance. So if that is your vibe, consider joining the Lovebug tribe. So first order of business, we have to give this week's shout out to Shan's Bullock 7777. Thank you so much for showing your girls some love. If you're watching and you want to get a shout out in one of my future videos, you got to talk to me in the comments, baby. Talk to me in the comments. I promise. You promise. Go to now. I talk back, baby. I talk back to you. I respond to you, and I try to, make sure that I'm reciprocating the same love that you all are showing me, and it's always greatly, greatly appreciated. So jumping into today's video, we are going to talk about Forever Mood. So Forever Mood was started by Jackie Asma, I believe is how you pronounce her name now, and her husband Dennis. Jackie is a content creator. She has been in the game for many, many, many years, and they created a fragrance brand. She started out with candles, but she has definitely moved over into fragrances. This is not a new brand by any stretch of the imagination. She's been out for probably a couple of years now, and I have talked a little bit about this on my channel, but this is the first time that I've actually picked up the discovery kit and really have had time to sit with all of the fragrances to give you a better thoughts and feelings on how I feel. So this is a discovery kit. This is how it comes. It literally says self-care isn't selfish. It is beautiful. Literally, you can see like their logo all over it. This is literally Jackie. So a collection of fine fragrances by Jackie Aina. And it is a total of 4 fragrances. I Am Her, Hard to Get, You Remind Me, and NDA. So this is what it looks like when you open it up. Like I said, that packaging, gorgeous. I picked this up from Sephora, and so we're going to talk through some of the fragrances and walk through. So I'm going to start with I Am Her. We're going to start from the top. Now here's the tip. If you ever need a tester strip, but you don't want to buy it online, or you try not to steal from people's store or whatever, baby, just cut you up some index cards. I'm telling you. But we're going to start off with I Am Her. So I Am Her has notes of red velvet, pear, and raspberry. I feel like I get a bit of that pear, but the pear is definitely in the background. I feel like the raspberry is what is very forward. And there is a sweet quality about this. There's definitely a sweet quality about this. I like her, but I wouldn't say that she is a love for me. But if you like very fruity fragrances, but this has this, it kind of reminds me of, and I think it's the red velvet cake. It's reminding me of like the icing. There's like this, it's kind of giving like a cream cheese frosting kind of vibe. That is something that I'm getting up, and it's giving like this creaminess. And I feel like that's the part that's throwing me off. I don't know how this will change as it sits, but right now I would say I like it, but I don't. Yeah, I can't say that I love this right now. Now, I do want to say none of this is first impressions. None of these are blind smells. I have smelled these before, but this is really an opportunity for me to smell them outside of the store. I smelled them in the store, and so the ability to really get the true essence and try out the entire line and really talk about it has kind of been why I want to do this specific video. But next up, we have Hard to Get. Hard to Get has notes of lemon, jasmine, and vanilla frosting. Now, on immediate sniff, I definitely get that lemon. I definitely get the lemon. And I get the frosting. Not so much the weight of the vanilla, but I definitely get that frosting. It does remind me of like frosting, icing. Like if you ever grew up like eating frosting out of a tub or something like that, or licking off the like remnants, if like your mom was baking a cake or your grandma or something was baking a cake, it definitely gives that. It kind of does remind me of lemon cake. And I like the way this smells, but I don't like actual lemon cake in real life. And so it is kind of like that tartness. I do get that tartness of the lemon. This is pretty and it definitely has potential. I can definitely see myself like really loving this and wearing it. I'm just not completely sure if I would get a full, like a big bottle of it, but I do really enjoy this. Next up is no stranger to me. I have a travel size of this. I have worn it. I've sat with it, so I can give you my thoughts on it. But we have You Remind Me, and it is apricot and white florals. Yeah, this has always been my favorite. This has always been the one that I pulled the trigger on, and like I said, I have a travel size of it, and I do desire to move forward and to eventually get like a big bottle, possibly next month for August, which is my birthday month. So definitely considering it, but it is just sweet, fresh, musky type of fragrance. If you enjoy musk, I think that you will enjoy this. If musk is a go-to for you, it has that apricot, so it gives a bit of sweetness, but I think that the florals just kind of help kind of ground it in a way. But this is so good. I love this. I love this. You Remind Me. Yeah, how can I forget you? Okay, how can I forget you? So next up we have NDA, which is tobacco flower, spice rum, and vanilla bean. I want to smell that tobacco and the rum outside of, ooh, got it on my hand. Okay. Outside of, okay, I can smell it from here. All right. It's definitely coming up to me, and I kind of wonder if I got some in my mouth. So I would definitely say this is probably the stronger one. I smell the like smoke from tobacco. I do get that bit of that boozy quality. I'm very curious if the vanilla bean will like sweeten it up over time, because this is definitely in your face, like wow, pow, watch out now, you know, like it's definitely blah out. But there's a hint of sweetness that is shining through, so I wonder how it's going to settle. But I don't see this being full bottle worthy for me, and I'm not quite sure that I see this being travel size worthy either. But I do think I would enjoy the sample and just play with it and see how I feel at a later date. But right now, that's kind of where my thoughts are. So if I'm honest, if I had to rate it, I would definitely say I Am Her as of right now is coming in last. I Am Her is definitely coming in last right now. There is something about, I think maybe it's how the red velvet is done or the frosting, that I'm not in love with, but the fruits I actually am in love with. So it's like definitely very complex. I don't know how this will change over time, but as of right now, it has to be in the 4th spot for me. Coming in at number 3 is NDA. There is the vanilla that I do think I love, and maybe even the rum that I'm enjoying. That tobacco flower is the piece that's like, I don't know, because I get that smoky, which I don't mind a smoky quality in a fragrance, but it's not balanced. It's like smacking me right in the face. So I do want to kind of play with this a little bit more, and if I can sweeten this up, this may be able to work its way up, but as of right now, I think I'm just going to enjoy her and leave her be. Coming in at number 2 is Hard to Get. I really do enjoy actually the lemon in this, which is actually very surprising because sometimes lemon can definitely be a hard note. I just get that frosting, and I'm wondering if that's going to settle down and just kind of dry down into more of a just sweet lemon type of fragrance, where the frosting is not going to be so good, because it is leaning heavy on the gourmand for me, that leans more into a dessert. It reminds me of a dessert, and I don't like to smell like dessert, and so I think that is the barrier for this one for me. I do see myself possibly upgrading to a travel size, but probably not a full size bottle for this one. So coming in the number 1 spot is definitely You Remind Me. This is a fresh, musky, with a hint of sweetness and fruity quality to it. It is just beautiful. I definitely for sure know that I want to upgrade this to a full-size bottle. I love this fragrance down. So that was all of my thoughts on Forvr Mood's discovery set with all 4 fragrances. I would love to hear you sound off in the comments. What are your thoughts? Have you been able to get your nose on them? Is there one in the line that is your particular favorite? I love to hear from each and every one of you.
So after filming this video, it was released that Forvr Mood will be releasing a new fragrance. It is called She Was Here. It will have notes of Turkish rose, vanilla milk, pistachio, and amber. A full size will retail for $79 and a travel size for $28. Now the streets are predicting it will release on August 4th, which is Jackie Aina's birthday. We know that it's going to release soon because it is already listed on Sephora. So definitely tell me your thoughts. I am interested to smell it. I don't think that I will blind buy it, but I am interested to smell it and maybe start with a travel size. I think this is going to be really good, and pistachio is having its own moment right now, so I do think that this is going to be very mass appealing, so I would love to get my nose on it.
That is it for today's video. I hope to see you back here next time for another upload. But until then, remember that I love you. God loves you. So remember to always, and I do mean always, love you too. Smooches, Lovebug.